In regards to AJ Johnson, he's really took time to blossom into one of the top prospects in his class, and he's undoubtedly made a case on being the most exciting player in all of high school basketball. But it's also someone who had somebody very special relatively close to him who played a role in his development over the years. But it wasn't always that easy, but he just stayed committed and improved all of his flaws. This is the AJ Johnson story. Growing up in Woodland Hills, California, AJ Johnson, ever since a kid, always had a unique, smooth feel to the game that truthfully just seemed to put him ahead of everyone else. And even at a young age, despite him being always one of the smallest players on his team, it just never fazed him. He just used his great instincts to get downhill to get easy buckets. Now, someone who really inspired AJ when he was just 10 years old was high school legend and NBA player Jalen Green. As from the time they first met, they quickly developed a close bond. And just like that, they would constantly work out together, and AJ would constantly take things that he learned from Jalen and apply it into his own game. Now, it wasn't until around the 9th grade that Johnson really took that next step and really started to become that dude on the basketball court. Because during the pandemic, Johnson grew 5 to 6 inches, and he even stated, "I worked on my body and my athleticism kicked in. I kept working on my game and God looked out on the growth spurt." From the eye test around this time, you saw the potential, and it just seemed as though in due time, he could possibly be a top prospect in his class. And standing at 6'4" as a sophomore, he did not disappoint. As his bounce was so reminiscent to Jalen's, he just continued to sharpen up his natural tools. Even with him being relatively skinny, he still had a burst of explosion that allowed him to get to his spots comfortably. He really began to use his pull-up jumper as a true weapon in his arsenal. But where he started to really gain the national attention was when he hit the 11th grade. Because while attending Taft High School in California, he just kept growing into his frame and used his length and long arms on both sides of the ball, which made him a great two-way player. For his 11th grade year, he put up 17 points, dished out 5 assists, but also snagged 7 rebounds a contest. That summer, as he participated at the Pangos All-American Camp in Las Vegas, AJ turned heads of a lot of college and NBA scouts in attendance. From his ability to get downhill to all the different ways he was able to create his own shot. And just like that, he worked his way up and became a 5-star recruit and became a top 30 recruit in his class of 2023. But he also did his thing in the Adidas circuit while suiting up for Jalen Green's AAU team. He just swooped in offer after offer and simply proved why he was one of the best combo guards in his entire class. Heading into his senior season, he was already 6'6" and started the year off at Kanye West's school, Donda Academy, but made the decision to depart due to the school being closed down. Johnson made the decision to end his high school campaign playing basketball at the Southern California Academy, a program that competes in the Grind Session Elite Prep circuit. There, he just kept proving how dynamic of a player he was. And at his size, it really helped that he was a pretty solid ball handler and saw the floor better than a lot of guards. Now, after reeling in big-time offers from some very big-time programs, including Louisville, Kansas, USC, Texas, and UCLA, the 5-star recruit made the decision to sign the letter of intent to play basketball at the University of Texas. In this year, he's really continued to put on display his great ability to get in the paint and create his own shot. And despite his slender build, you can just kind of tell that based off of his high ceiling, he really does have the chance not only to be a first-round lottery pick in the NBA, he can be one of the best long-term prospects in years to come. AJ Johnson always had a smooth type feel to his game, but kept developing day after day, which not only has made him a top prospect, but has also made him a potential 2024 NBA lottery pick.
It's just having confidence, to be honest. Even I'm still trying to work on that too. Just believe in yourself. Just keep just don't second guess yourself and just play and compete.
And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, this is the AJ Johnson story.